Hello, welcome. This is Stellaris, and don't mind me, I'm just building stuff. Let's build. Okay, can't do that. Never mind. So Stellaris is one of my favorite games. It's really nice. I like it. I like space, and I like, science fiction and stuff like that. So this is right up my alley. I wanted to do like gameplay stuff like Relics of Hyrule, the series for it, but it doesn't lend itself well to that. It works better as a like a recap sort of thing, or a live stream. So I'm doing the former. I might do the latter at some point. This is the story of the Innovo Confederation. Here's the Empire. This is my Empire that I started as my latest Iron Man save, which means you can't. It's locked in autosave. You can't reload any saves, and you can't change how it saves. Case in point, it just saved there. This is their home planet, Innovo. This is where they started. This is the home system. You will notice that it is barren. So there's no one living on it. We'll get back to that. My species is not those. The Kikari. The Kikaria are actually a minority in their own empire, which is interesting. But they started the empire. There are other species in there, like humans, Kikaria, Saiban, Ganlorev, there's droids, and there's Chinor. So the Chinor are actually right next door. Here's the Chinor Empire. They're still okay. There's nothing wrong with them. They like me a lot. And it's good because they have overwhelming technology compared to me. Okay, now I can start building what I wanted to build. Let's build a Defender 2 class battleship. And then over here, let's see if we can find it. Over here is my first best friend, the United Nations of Earth.
Construction
So that's
complete.
where they are. They're sort of fragmented, all the way around the center of the galaxy. This is where they started the Sol system. Right there. It's really hard to see it. There it is. Sol system. You will also notice that Earth is completely barren. And there's a reason for that. My other friends... Who are my other friends? The Albanian Empire. They really like me. This is their home planet. They're humanoids, and they're sort of between the Chinor and the Empire of the Daleks.
Construction complete.
And these are all empires that spawned randomly. I made the Empire of the Daleks myself, and they actually spawned, and they like me a lot. The Albanians like me a lot. And pretty much everybody likes me, except the Kadeshi Vestige, because they're a stagnant, they're a fallen empire. They don't like anybody. Hilariously enough, the United Nations of Earth and the Kadeshi kept getting into wars, and because I was so close, and because I was in a federation with the Nations of Earth, they kept, the Kadeshi kept attacking me, so in Carponia, in fact. So I just decided, screw it, I'm not going to build a spaceport anymore. But, oh, I can actually upgrade. I think that'll be stopping soon, because I think what I'm about to do is going to make the Kadeshi love me. I have all of the tradition trees finished. I have 2 ascension perks that I really like. Circle of Life and Galactic Wonders. I'm going to build a ring world, and I'm going to build a Dyson Sphere. That'll probably be my next video. is the ring world and the Dyson sphere. But this is a perk that makes everybody like me. Is damage to the Unbidden and the Pretherin and the Vehement and the Adamant and all those AI junkety junks, all those evil people. Now, I pointed all of that out because I have I'm about to achieve something I've never achieved before in Stellaris. For those of you who are not familiar, there are several endgame crises that can occur. Oops, that's not what I wanted. One is...
Construction complete.
It's... traditions. One is the Pretherin, sort of a scourge that appears, and the one that I always get, for some reason, is the Unbidden. Now, the reason why there's this huge gap here, and why Innovo is... There's no life on Innovo, there's no life on Earth. Don't worry, humans are still around, and I have a plan in mind, is because the Unbidden. What the Unbidden do, they are extra-dimensional invaders, and they come into your galaxy. And what they do is they spread destruction. Those red ships, the upright red ships, are their armadas, and they have incredible strength. 50,000 strength. And their weapons are like matter disintegrators. Horrible things. And what they do, all these red exclamation points, or where I've encountered their ships, whether or not that means that they're there anymore remains to be seen. They spread from this point, and this is where they started. They spread out and just destroy everything. So the where are they? I wanted demographics. So the Cyban, their empire is gone. They live on through my empire. The Ganlarev, their empire is gone because the Unbidden wiped them out. So the Earth was cleansed by the Unbidden, and Innovo, my home planet down here, was cleansed by the Unbidden. My empire used to spread all the way up here to Felzadir, and it went down this way, and it went all the way around, and the human empire was all up in here, up to Zorf, all the way up. All these green planets here, Trappist, very clever, well done. All of these were human planets. There was, the Alvanians had most of this area, there were some other empires scattered in, and the Cyban were Cyrus and Canopus, this sort of area, that's where they were. But the Unbidden came and they wiped everything out. The Unbidden ultimately controlled this whole area that has no life in it. The Alvanians are starting to retake part of their empire. Now, what happens with the Unbidden is that they appear and they set dimensional anchors. And I'm like, okay, I can do this. I can take care of them. I just need really powerful fleets. And I looked up, like, ways to fight the Unbidden, and one strategy, and this is a strategy that I'm using. Oh, gotta have more battleships. I'm combining two different strategies. One is to use battleships only with mass drivers, which means they are using our artillery, so not like energy weapons. Weapons that ignore armor and damage shields, and they recommended a Giga Cannon. Another strategy said doesn't matter what you use, you can outsmart the Unbidden. So I'm combining the two, and I'm outsmarting the Unbidden, and that's how I got rid of their dimensional anchor in... where was it? I think MSeek? Yeah, it was in MSeek. There was a dimensional anchor. The goal, if you want to defeat the Unbidden, is to get rid of this dimensional portal, and you can see the hull points are astronomical. Gastronomical. And it's protected by these really weak military stations. Relatively weak military stations. So the strategy that I've been using is I'm building up my fleets. There's a couple fleets that I'm trying to build up two 25k fleets. So I'm gonna have one come in from Wanambus and one come in from Almok, or Azala, and it's come in and just annihilate these things. The problem is, once you start doing that, then these huge fleets, the 56,000, will attack. Which is why I have a scouting ship in Rigel. What I can do is I can send something in from Rigel. So I'm going to have one fleet come in from one of these three, and another fleet come in from Rigel. The Rigel one will come in first, distract these evil fleets, these horrible fleets, and then the other fleet will come in from Alma and just try to wipe everything out and try to get some damage on this portal. The dimensional anchors are what keeps that portal protected, and if you don't destroy those, then you can't damage the portal. So there was one in MPsych that I got rid of, but before I got to that point, I was just sort of like, I was like, okay, I can do this, and then they started destroying the galaxy. They started wiping everything out, and they ended up with 3 dimensional anchors, and I'm like, alright, that's it, I lost. And then the Aberrant appeared. The Aberrant are a second faction of extra-dimensional invaders. They are like the Unbidden in that they come in and they start wiping everything out, but they don't like the Unbidden, and those two will fight. So the Aberrant appeared, and I'm like, okay, well, let's see what they do. They started working on the Unbidden, but they were wiped out by the Unbidden really quickly. And I'm like, okay, oh well. And then the Vehement appeared, and the Vehement hate both of them.
Complete.
And the Vehement appeared in Sildus, I think? One of these areas here. And they started to really wreck house. They started, like, really knocking out the Unbidden. Most of this Unbidden killed by others was because of the Vehement, and they destroyed so many dimensional anchors that the Unbidden were left with 1. And I'm like, oh, okay. So the Vehement sort of leveled the playing field, and I'm like, okay, well, I can take out the Vehement because they don't have a dimensional anchor. They just have the portal. So I sent a fleet up there, but the Unbidden got there first, wiped out the Vehement, and so the Unbidden were left with 2 systems, Jaltham and MPsych. Esmike. And so I sent a fleet to Esmike, got rid of that dimensional anchor, and then I started experimenting with Jaltham. And I got close once. I got rid of all these space stations. I wish I could just focus on these, but the problem with the AI is that they'll come in and they'll fight, but if they start getting fought by this thing, this collection, then they'll start fighting this. And I'm like, just destroy these construction ships, because that's what helps them. So I want to be able to like come in and just get rid of one of these things, which is why I want to come in from Almok since they're so close. So I've just been building up this fleet. Let's send in one of those. And I got there. I got very close, but then I was like, okay, we have everything out of the way. Let's fight that dimensional portal. And I'm like, why is it taking so long? And sure enough, hull points. 275,000. Holy wow. But it's a strategy that works. I just need to have a really strong fleet. You can make a huge, like, 160,000 power fleet, or you can get lucky. The last time I encountered the Unbidden, they spawned, like, it wasn't this exact map, but they spawned in an area like up here, so they were surrounded by 3 really powerful empires. No, you don't want that. No. How about this one? There we go. So they were wiped out like instantly, and I was like, oh well, that's boring. Oh shit! Oh no! Ah, shitballs! Damn it! God damn it! Okay. Let's send a scouting ship from you. Damn it. Oh, shit. Oh, poopy butt. Okay. You get out of there. Get out. Where are you going? Go away. Okay. That changes my plans. I'm sending this thing from Kefloth to this to try to scout out, like, what is in Guarton?
Construction complete.
Oh, butts. I don't care about that. Come on. He's gonna be in Korovin, and then what I'm gonna do is, damn it, the Void Shaper is in there. It's building things. Has it? Okay. Damn it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna distract them, because if you attack one of their other outposts, they're gonna all appear there. So this guy's gonna go into the Jaltham, and then that will give this fleet time to jump in from Osmodene, take out this space station, and then take out the dimensional anchor. And then they will be way up here, so they will have to warp in from that vector, and it's gonna take them a little bit of time to reach this area. I wondered where that... I knew there were 3. I wondered where it was. Damn it, I should have noticed that. I should have looked at it. Because I knew they were eyeing this system.
Fleet destroyed.
Oh, where? Oh man, what's going on? Where was it? There's a Corvette in the Almach system. Oh, that was my... Okay, well this is going, it's all going according to plan. Do I have a Federation ship that I can move over? Oh no. Okay, so we encountered... There was one of those. They were stagnant for so long. They were just sitting there in Guarton. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to... this one is in FTL, which means it's almost there. It's in... Okay, there's one in Korovin. Okay, so you go there, and then once he reaches that, then I'll take the one from Osmodene. And then send it into Guarton so it can take care of that crap.
Hostile station engaged.
And now I'm fighting the Dimensional Anchor. The Dimensional Anchor has a lot of hit points on it. These guys, oh, there they go, yeah, so they went to Jaltham because my Corvette is mocking them in Jaltham. So I'm going to have him do some chicken work. He's going to just sort of skirt along there and make them chase him. So that will give the ones in Guarton time to wipe out this fleet. Or he'll get destroyed, because he was just a poor little Corvette. So that means they're going to warp back. There they are. It still has. I still have time. I don't know why my fleet is 19k now instead of 20. But I do still have time to knock out this fleet here. And I no longer have access to Federation ships. Thanks, Earth.
Situation
You great big lug, you. 19k fleet is more important, so if something goes wrong, I'm going to retreat. I would really like to fight that stupid Void Shaper. Okay. I have 13. It's almost there. Look how fast that hull points are going down. I should be able to do this with this. Oh, shitballs, they made another stupid thing.
Military station lost. Spaceport lost.
Oh god, no. What are they doing? Oh, they're in Alethean. But, well, this is just, everything's coming up Millhouse.
Mining station lost.
No, 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 retreat, retreat. Okay, maybe. Yeah, that's not gonna help at all. Attack that thing. Maybe you can distract them or something.
Evading hostile fleet. Military station lost. Spaceport lost. Colony ship lost. Military station lost. Frontier outpost lost.
Well, they're beginning their stupid reign of terror again. Ugh. Now there's two-dimensional anchors. They got another one in... I was so close. I was so ready. I was gonna take them out. Now they're in Kethov and they're gonna rip my planets apart. This is why the Unbidden suck.
Lost. Situation log updated. Spaceport lost. Situation log updated.
Oh, man. Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep building fleet. Oh no, that was my main. Wow. They're in Bogor.
Evading hostile fleet. Military station lost. Construction ship lost. Spaceport lost. Research station lost.
Well, the Unbidden are nothing to be trifled with, apparently. Wow, okay. Back to square one. It's really too bad because I wanted to take back the solar system for the United Federation of Earth and like recolonize it with humans. I had this human, there it is, the human colony ship. I was going to recolonize Earth and Mars or Wang Tong or whatever it is.
Colony ship under attack. Evading hostile
No,
fleet.
there's no
Colony
hope.
ship
Now,
lost.
I don't know where they are now, but yeah, I just lost another... I don't know where they are, but they're not anywhere pleasant. I had something there and it's gone. But it's sort of oh, yep, no, there's no way I can defeat them now. Yep, there goes, Blazon, my frontier outpost. I just can't keep up. There, I have, yeah, this is nothing. These are, I can take out one of their stations, but I need to be able to take out three-dimensional anchors. I just don't have the firepower. They're starting to go into the Chinor. So at this point, all I can hope is that they won't come to Ensmars. There's a couple there. Let's move that one up to Spyrum. I'm gonna hope these colony ships can be arcs. I have one. I used to have four. There's the Kakari, there's the Gamlerev, and there's the Chinor. Oh god. The human colony ship is gone. Well, I guess this is it. There are Unbidden in Carponia, or in Fulia. I don't think... I was gonna try to establish a colony up here, but then they took this area, so it'll only be a matter of time before they
Science ship
reach
under
me.
attack.
Yeah, so there goes this star system.
Situation log updated.
They're gonna take Carponia. It was only a matter of time. I guess that's the end of the Innovo Confederation. And there goes Harponia. Yep. Well, that's the end. That was an experience. Alright, well that started out, I had so much confidence. They had one little world and I was so ready to take them on. I suppose what I should have done is, tried to just keep them distracted. Like, I should have been sending in battleships to keep them from building things. But it was really hard to keep up. Like, it was really hard to build up a fleet fast enough. You know, a strong enough fleet fast enough to actually take them down. And I think, yeah, they're starting to wear away at the Empire of the Daleks. They're wearing away at the Cerulean progenitors up here. Progenitors, whatever you pronounce it. And I don't think any other... I think the whole galaxy is hosed at this point. So I don't think that anyone... They have like 11 dimensional portals now, or 11 anchors. I don't think anyone's going to be able to take them down. Oh well. That's Stellaris for you. It's, it can be unpredictable. So I guess I'll start over with another Iron Man species, see what I can do, see if I can get a little better strategy going. Assuming I run into the Unbidden again. I could run into something else, but who knows. Anyway, well, thank you for watching. This was not how this is not how I expected the video to turn out. I expected the video to be, here's the story of the Innovo Confederation. Here's how the Innovo Confederation took out the Unbidden. And then the next video was going to be me building a ring world, and it was going to be great. And then the Unbidden took that one system, and I wasn't able to take out their dimensional anchor in time. I might have been able to if I just... No, I don't think I would have been able to. That came down to the wire, really. Anyway, thanks for watching. That was experience.